Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Ben here. I am back again today doing another video. The subject of today's video is going to be on Zion Williamson, and really I'm going to be talking about the upsides and downsides to his body in the NBA. So it might seem like a really different topic for me. I'd normally just talk about like player success and stuff like that, and today I'm talking about like specifically a player's body. But yeah, definitely a subject of great interest considering what happened in the bubble here and the news that's come out recently. So a lot of people are saying that there's like no way that Zion is below 300 pounds and he's well overweight and he was already overweight going into the season. He was clocking in at 285 and people kept saying, you really need to get lower, and people around the league were saying, Zion really needs to be a lower weight than what he is, and um, he just he just is I think a 20 year old kid who is really struggling to get the routine of the NBA workout in. I would have ideally had Zion Williamson lose 30 to I would say 30 pounds during quarantine, which he did not do. He um, apparently just kind of sat back and gained weight and didn't really care, and people don't really know exactly what he weighs, but most people who are looking at him say he looks quite a bit puffier than when he was playing during the season when he was clocking in at 285. So I don't know what weight he is over 300 pounds, but it really is not good for him in this sense that if he continues to gain weight like this, it's going to be problematic in that his joints are going to get a lot more wear and tear on them because they're supporting a lot more weight when he jumps or when he does anything that he does, and that's just going to be really hard for him to overcome as far as his joints really taking a beating a lot of the time. And he's already proven that he is a somewhat injury prone player, and this will only accelerate that concept that he will continue to struggle with injuries. um, I think the way he plays with like the explosiveness of jumping and dunking as much as he does being a huge part of his game, it'll also only accelerate his body deteriorating, and that he will really struggle to um, just stay healthy and make sure that those joints don't get completely worn out. Um, so to me, that's sort of the negative of this, is that his longevity to me seems to be really short. Just watching him and hearing what I'm hearing, I would honestly not be surprised if he has like an 8-year NBA career based on things we're hearing, because he is so short for his weight. Like, for being 6'6", he should really honestly be at about 240, maybe 250, and he is like, I don't know what some people are estimating, like 310, 320 in that range, and that I don't think he's that big. I would say he's probably at about 300, but still, that is way too big. And, as we were saying, a lot of people were stressing to him, you need to lose a lot of weight even before the bubble. I think his ideal playing weight's around like 245, 250 based on his height. Because now, to talk about the other side of things, his weight and his size, like just his physical amount of space that he takes up, is actually a really big asset to his game. Because if you're thinking about him boxing out for rebounds, or backing people down, or just fighting for positioning in general, or driving to the lane and using his body to push people out of the way, having that big bulky body is a huge asset and really helps him to be able to impose his will on other players and move them around and kind of be forceful with them and do what he needs to do to be successful. And I think the way things are currently constructed, he can still do that weighing 250, I think. But at 300, I don't think that, although he's still effective, I don't think it's as sustainable. As we've been seeing, he's still been successful. He's been, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, he was playing like 20 minutes a night the past couple games and still scoring like in the mid 20s for points, which is ridiculously good. But um, so the potential is there if he can be in the proper shape and stay healthy. Of course it is. We all know it is. We've seen it this season. But the real concern is his body, and I'm really concerned that he's going to have a very Blake Griffin-esque career, but accelerated, where he doesn't even last as long as Blake Griffin, which at this point is like, Blake Griffin's only been completely healthy for I think like, well, Blake Griffin's basically missed 2 years due to injury in the NBA, and he's only been in the NBA 11 seasons, so he's played about 9 years. I think that's pretty comparable for what Zion will produce. I think about a decade's worth of playing time is what we can expect out of Zion. Um, he's kind of on that Joel Embiid trajectory as well, just with the way that they're trying to, restrict his minutes and stuff. But eventually, you gotta take off the training wheels and just see what this guy can do. But frankly, it seems problematic that they will be able to ever like play Zion. Let's say in a tight playoff game, would you ever feel comfortable playing Zion 40 minutes? I don't know. I just am not sure that number one, his body can sustain that, and number two, that his stamina would hold up, that he'd be able to play that long. Um, yeah, I mean, this isn't really a video about his ability. I think we all see it. I think we just need to have a reconciliation with what is his body going to be capable of supporting and sustaining for more than just, a couple seasons here, because nobody wants to see him have to walk away from basketball at a very young age. We want to see him have a long, prosperous career, and hopefully he's able to do so. And he'll take the right steps and get with the proper nutritionists to cut his weight, and get with the proper conditioning people to form his body to the right way it's supposed to be. That's really all I got for today, guys. I don't have much else. Just wanted to touch on that quick. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.